YouTubers, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are working in the shop. We are getting some cool fall crisp weather, and it is time to start thinking about working on tractors and other items in the cold. So this is all just tractor storage. Keep my maple syrup, things like that in here. You see behind me we have the spare parts and belts. This is the shop. A problem with working in the shop, especially in the fall, winter, even early spring, is lighting. We have lighting trouble in this shop. There are 2 shop lights on 100-watt bulbs throughout the entire span of this building. I don't know how big the building is, but it's at least 50 feet. I think I measured the width and it's like 30, so it's probably 60 by 30 pole barn. The whole barn is built with galvanized metal siding, so it can be light or dark in here depending on what time of day, but that light really gets absorbed at night by the darkness of this galvanized. So let me show you what we've got going on today. So with the glare of the light, it can be hard to see, but see this little shop light right here? There's one here. And there is one over here. That's it. And then this is an extension on the barn. Try to hold my hand there for you. To the other part of the garage. So we've got like a new garage door for this outer section that we're going to put up. And then we've got the tall rafters up here. The previous owner stored stuff up here, and we just haven't gotten up there for safety to get them down. That's all just a project for the future. Kind of hard to get that stuff down when there's always tractors parked underneath it. Good usable lumber. It'll get used or replaced. So here's where we're coming into lighting issues. They have these panels up here that are 3 feet long. Or maybe 4. So we looked into having them replaced. He's up there smashing away, getting the nails out. There are so many years of dirt and corrosion, and you can't even see it because of all the light coming in here from the sunlight. But they're basically black, and they're a green tint, so they don't let as much light in as they could. There's one more over here. This one we replaced this spring, and we put in a brand new section. It is 8 feet. This also comes in 12 feet. This is called fiber light, and they call it patio siding. We picked this up at Menards. It is $18.99 for a panel this size. And look at how much more light there is on this side of the barn. Now we've got 3 windows over here, and the one is boarded off, but this is the best lighting in the whole barn. Our tool bench is over here. You can't hardly see when you're under there, and they built a loft up above that I use for maple syrup storage. Those fluorescent light bulbs don't work worth a darn. So we're going to be replacing things with regular lighting, like incandescent bulbs, so that we can have more light. So he's up there on the roof. Let's go see what he's doing. So this is the actual panel that we're using, and just to show you, see here, Fiberlight fiberglass corrugated sheet, 15-year warranty. So we figured that this building is at least 50 years old, probably even older. I believe the new section was built in the 60s from the concrete that was stamped on it. I'm not sure. So he's up here yanking that sucker off, and because the way it was assembled, he's just able to take off the steel panel that's below the light to get the full 8 feet that we need. This goes right up to the ridge, so it's tucked up under there. And what kind of prompted us to do it is the first one got caught by the wind and cracked a little bit. So when spring came around, we had little snow dripping on the tractors, kind of defeating the purpose of having them inside. So let me show you the whole building all lit up with these skylights when we're done. So here you can see it's all mossy and yucky, and the fiberglass was delaminating, and the green tint, it was just terrible to see through. I got it. Look at these trees blow. Of all the days to do these jobs, he ends up picking a windy day to do it. We've got wind coming from the east. We've got hay coming up the tarps over there. It is windy. So that section up there is actually 7 feet, so he took 1 foot off. And last time he did it, he used the hand saw. This time he used the circular saw, but he said he didn't like the fiberglass cutting with the circular saw. But look at how much more light is coming in there. It's getting better. I got him a box of hot dipped 2-inch galvanized nails, and they have a rubber washer on them, and that keeps any water from dripping in. So if you're interested about how he's putting them on, that's why you're not screwing them in. And they came in different lengths, 1.5, 2, and I think 2 1/4. I got him 2-inch. I'd actually bought him a box about a month before and then forgot where I put him, so I didn't want to call him and ask him what length he wanted, so I just threw another box in the cart when I was there the other night. Weekend jobs, you gotta have the supplies. End up spending half your weekend running out if you don't have them on hand. So here's the 3-foot section that he cut out. Well, actually that was in addition to, just attached to the other end of this. So see here. That's how they went together. Well, so I just wanted to show you. This is the new plastic. You see my hand? Here's the old plastic. See all that moss and algae? You can't see my hand through there. It's in there. See? That's my finger. You can't see my hand through here. It's amazing it let any light in at all. It is terrible. See that? Gross, gross, gross. Little eye savings by doing this. Handy guy has no bravery issues about climbing up on roofs and doing this stuff. So while we're at it, this ladder is really heavy and it's pushing on the eaves trough. but we have had a drip right at this eaves trough. This is very residential weight and size eaves troughing this on this building. And ever since we've ever lived here, there's been a sag right here where this joint is, and we get quite the puddle right here. And it gets so bad that all this freezes up in the wintertime. It's hard to open the door. So I got the caulk out, and the lighter weight ladder, so that when he's through with this job, we can switch ladders and do a little caulk seam there at that joint, because no water is getting down to the end. Same thing's going on right here at this joint. See all the algae up there, a little bit of building maintenance, and for whatever reason this is dropped down. The downspout, it's supposed to have a black corrugated pipe, which is probably laying over here somewhere. So we'll patch this all up so the rain is going to go where it is supposed to go and stay out of the building.
Damaging it.
Better use a saw.
See that?
Yep.
There's a layer. I better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of overhang. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to splice in just to show you how much more light there is in here. This is the truck that I filmed saying that I needed a new farm truck and that this might be it. So now that we've got some light in here, maybe we can sort through this pile of auction stuff that's been sitting here. But tons more light coming through the barn. And we actually noticed, it's hard to tell because of filming, the ribs in the first window that we put in like 3 months ago, when we started the spring cleanup job, you can see them. It's already starting to have a little bit of yellowish tint to it. Now these are 15-year warranty, so you know, who's going to hang under the receipt for 15 years? But just so that we know for our own purposes kind of what's going on. Right here on this panel, you couldn't even see the plastic and the ribs through it at all, and it didn't look any different having this panel on here than this one being wide open with just daylight coming through. It is not filtering any light and lowering the quality of the daylight coming through at all. So super happy we did this. So $18.99 a piece, 11% rebate all the time going on. That money just gets sent back to you to spend back at the store. They don't give cash rebates, but we shop there weekly, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, now we just need to add some regular shop lights up here and have a little more light for winter time, because you know it'll be here before we know it, and we've got some tractor work to do. So starter, you know, work on that, electrical systems, and just to be in our shop working. So that's it, everybody, for today. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button and hit that little notification bell so that you know when the next video comes out. We'll see you next time. Bye.